Hey there everybody, welcome back to another video. It's Sam from the Midweek Fixture, and today I want to go through my top 5 kits in my entire collection. Anybody that's a kit collector definitely has some kits to them that just mean a little bit more than just collecting them for looks or whatever. And I'm going to go through my top 5 of why I really like them and what they mean to me, whether it's something sentimental or just anything that goes along with it, as well as the design. I definitely like the design of all the kits that are in my top 5, and I'll go over that as well, but I'll also explain what they mean to me as a person and as a football fan and as a kit collector. If you're looking forward to this, go ahead and stick around, leave a like, and subscribe for some different content. Of course, I have done some match day vlogs, but the season for any sort of football in the United States is over, so I won't be able to do those anymore until at least like spring of next year. So we're gonna get some content going like this and some other things regarding U.S. men's national team, football in the U.S., whether it's history or overviews or like explaining why things are the way they are. So if you like that, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and go ahead and stick around here for this top 5. Alright, so we're going to go from 5 all the way down to my top kit. And coming in at number 5, as you can see here, I have the Marine AFC home kit from the last couple of years. This one is actually the special commemorative edition from their FA Cup third round match versus Tottenham Hotspur on January 10th of 2021. This kit actually means a couple of different things to me. One, for me, it's that embodiment of what I love with grassroots non-league football, and I think that England showcases non-league football the best out of any country in the world by far. And being able to watch this team that, of course, I'd never heard of, being 3,000 miles away, and then being in the 8th division, I was able to watch them a couple matches on the TV last year during the pandemic because they were in the FA Cup and they were in the proper rounds. I got to watch them in the second round and of course in the third round versus Tottenham. So this kit for me embodies that whole like non-league grassroots football, but it also, for me, I've actually started to support this club and I've gotten involved with people on Twitter. And after that game, I actually met one of my close friends now through that, because I went and messaged a random fan account and I was like, "Hey, good game," and we've just never stopped talking since. We have tons of things in common, our love for football, of course, and it's just really cool that I'm 3,000 miles away. I've never been to England, and yet I'm still able to experience this small community through football, and that's what the sport is all about to me. I also got on the back, shout out Neil Kenji, I got his name and number from last season on the back as well, because he came literally inches from scoring against Tottenham, an absolute cracker off the top bar, and the guy's a baller. Like, he's scoring goals this year. Marine are top of the league with games in hand. They're looking destined to go up, and I'm gonna knock on wood because I hope that I didn't jinx that. But just to be able to see where the club is going with the impact that they had from the FA Cup run that they had, and even though they didn't have fans in the stadium for that, it's really awesome to see that grassroots and be a part of that. And that's what I want to do in life. Is I hope to someday, hopefully, own my own football club. Whether it be, I actually probably prefer it to be a small club, because then it'll be community driven, and like that's what I want to do. And I think I want to kind of model it off this team, and they're just a great example of that community, and going out into the community and helping people. So that's why I love this kit. It's let me see that part of the grassroots and be a part of a community, and I've met a really close friend through the team, so I really appreciate that. So on to number 4. All right, so coming in at number 4, I have my Indy 11 kit. I believe it is the original home kit from back when we were in the NASL, which is now a league that is not operating. It went under. Indy 11 play in the USL Championship now, and I probably should get a newer kit, but this one just means a lot to me because if you didn't know, I'm from Indianapolis. This is my hometown club. Being able to support a hometown club for the city that you were born in really just, it means a lot. And before they came around in, I believe, 2013, I never really had the opportunity to do that. And by that point, I'd left and moved on. But I still go back to Indianapolis regularly. I try and catch games. Anytime they come around to where I'm living currently, I will 100% make it a priority to catch a game. I watch them on the TV regularly when the season's going on, even through like the bad times that we've had the last season or two. But this kit just means a lot to me because that's my hometown club, the city that I was born in, and being able to support a club from the city that, you're born in, just, it means a lot. Like, there's nothing that will top that, I don't think, except for supporting your national team. Overall, I think this was the first club kit that I ever got, which that means that started my collection of kits and, everything like that. So this is coming in at number 4, and we'll have number 3 here soon. All right, coming in at number 3, I have the Leeds United. I believe it's the away kit. Could possibly be the third kit. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. But it's either the away or the third kit from the last season that we were in the championship before we got promoted to the Premier League. And so Leeds United is the club that I support in the Premier League. I started supporting them a few years ago whenever I started getting more into international leagues and things like that. I watched the documentary on Amazon, I believe it's on. And with that, I really fell in love with the club and everything about it, and also Marcelo Bielsa and his style of play. It may be risky at times, but it's the way that I like to watch football. It's always exciting, always back and forth, counterattacking. You're never, ever going to sit in with a Marcelo Bielsa team. So that's the type of football that I like to watch, and just the fight in the team and the fight in the community, just it reminds me of with Indianapolis sports. Like Indianapolis sports, we've had our moments where we've been great. Leeds has an amazing history, but in most of recent history in sports in Indianapolis, my hometown, it's been really, really painful. And that's kind of the essence of Leeds. It's just a great looking kit, and I've worn it a lot, and I probably put it through the wash one too many times because I need to get some clothing glue for the badge and the 100 years there. But either way, this is number 3 for me. Okay, coming at you with number 2, it's the Philadelphia Union alternate kit that they had this year with the nice lightning bolts on them. The kit means a lot to me just based off of the experiences that I've had this year with the club and how I've really gone on to support the club as my MLS club. Being able to go to a ton of games, and I've done, I think, 4 match day vlogs at Philly, followed them all through their playoffs and everything. I really liked the club before I started all doing that, but this year was just an amazing experience for me. I love the kit too. This has to be probably the best looking kit in all of MLS in the last few years. Just the sky blue with the very bolt yellow, the lightning bolts on it, because if you didn't know, Benjamin Franklin's from Philadelphia. He's the one that did it's regarded now that he probably didn't do it, but the kite and key lightning bolt experiment to try and figure out what electricity was. So it's a nice throwback to some city history. It's got amazing colors. It pops really well. I feel like I could wear this with basically anything. Sweatpants, jeans. I could wear it with some nice pants too, and it would just look good. And that's really why I like this kit a lot. I've worn it a lot too, and I've never had any complaints about it. And I've actually gotten a lot of compliments about it. So I'm going to continue to wear it. It looks really nice. As you could maybe see, I don't know how far the camera goes down. I am wearing a Philadelphia Union shirt too. I got it for $5 after the game. It's definitely a knockoff, and the colors are not correct, but it was $5. Paid for it in cash. What can you say? All right, and my all-time favorite kit in my collection that I don't think will ever be surpassed has to be this 2014 United States home kit. And as you can see, it has the number 10 on it, which everybody knows that at least supports the United States. Everybody knows in that era who number 10 was, and that would be Landon Donovan. And I not only have his kit, I have his signature on it. You may be wondering why I got the World Cup Home 2014 kit with Landon Donovan on it. And that's because I got it, I think I got it before the roster dropped, and it was a big surprise for him to not be on it. But for me, that makes it a little bit more special, and I think he still did wear it a couple times in friendlies or some World Cup qualifiers. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do remember seeing pictures of him in it. Either way, this kit is the home kit from the last time we were in the World Cup, a whole 7 years ago. I was in high school. I was really excited. Like right now, you could tell by my voice, like even just thinking about it, like thinking about the World Cup and what we did and the excitement in the games, just I cannot wait to get back to the World Cup. I really think we're gonna make it this time, and then of course we host in 2026. But oh man, yeah. So this was the 2014 home kit while we were at the World Cup. Landon Donovan was surprisingly not on the roster for that. Jurgen Klinsmann left him off. I was mad about it at the time. Looking back, I don't really think it was too bad of a decision. Either way, whenever I lived in California, he was playing for León at the time in 2018, and it was his final year playing. San Jose and León decided to do a friendly because San Jose was Landon Donovan's first club back in, I think, 2000 or 2001, and he won an MLS Cup with them. So they did a friendly, and afterwards, the guy came around and basically signed everything from every person. I brought my jersey. I got it signed right here in the middle of the numbers and the last name. I got it right there in the middle. I'm moving soon, and as soon as I move, I'm going to put this thing in a display case. It's going to go on my wall, and hopefully never going to touch it again, so it'll stay as nice as possible. Landon Donovan was the figurehead of U.S. soccer, and I think I would equate it almost how Christian Pulisic is right now, where like he was Captain America alongside Clint Dempsey and Tim Howard. So like that trifecta of excellent players is kind of like the new generation's trifecta of Tyler Adams, Weston McKennie, and Christian Pulisic. Like those were the three guys that we looked up to when we were younger, if you were a fan of U.S. soccer. Nobody that is a true football fan, whether they're not American or whether they are, can deny that Landon Donovan really blazed a path in international football for the United States. And my first memory of U.S. soccer was 2010 World Cup. I was actually in Guatemala with some friends at the time. We were doing some charity work, working at orphanage and everything, but it was during the World Cup, and I never really was into soccer before that, but I started getting into it, and so we decided to watch the U.S. play, and we were watching them play in the game versus Algeria, and every U.S. soccer fan knows this moment, and I'm getting goosebumps right now. Tim Howard collects, I believe it was either a shot or a cross or something. He quickly pushes it out to the right wing. They run it down the field, puts the ball into the middle. Clint Dempsey side foots it, Goalkeeper was coming out at him too short, so the window was blocked. It came off the goalkeeper perfectly right to Landon Donovan's foot. He just absolutely smashes it into the back of the net, runs to the corner. Ian Dark and his absolutely wonderful commentary of "Go, go, USA!"
Distribution, brilliant. Landon Donovan, there are things on here for the USA. Can they do it here? Cross, and Dempsey is denied again, and Donovan has scored! Oh, can you believe this? Go, go, USA! Certainly through. Oh, it's incredible. You could not write a script like this.
You know, just like, I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Like, anytime I watch that moment, that for me is one of the pinnacles of my experience as a U.S. soccer fan. And I will never, ever forget that. And just knowing that, and knowing that Landon Donovan did that, and what he's done for U.S. soccer and MLS and just soccer in general for people in the United States, like, to have this signed jersey from him is, for me, priceless. All right, everybody, that's been my top 5 kits in my big collection of 35, 40 kits. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more content coming in the future, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And go ahead and leave a comment of which of these kits you think was your favorite, and then also what's your favorite kit of all time for you, and what's your favorite memory of somebody wearing that special kit. I'd love to see the comments on that. I know that everybody has different experiences, so go ahead and leave a comment about that. Leave a like and subscribe, and stick around for more content.